Hey guys, so back out here in the RV. Nice day out. The other day it was a little over 95 degrees, almost 100. Hot day. It's creeping up, especially for winter. That was still a hot day. Spring's still a few days away. But yeah, managed to get some trees cut down and didn't bother filming. Had some help with that. They didn't want to be on camera, so hot day, we just worked at it and got it down. So thankfully I could see around my driveway again. I could actually see oncoming traffic, so a lot safer. But what I want to do, start getting these ACs going with this hot weather coming. And first thing I need to do is get this tire off. I want to fix this tire, get air back in it, so that way the RV's a little more stable while I'm up on the roof having all the tires. But especially since there's not enough space in the back to put the jacks down if the front jacks are up. So, joys of parking on a hill, right? All right, the first thing I want to do, these jacks have been down, so I want to spray them here. And that way I'm not getting all that dirt up into the jack. One down, one to go. Well, you can see I still haven't finished mounting the gauge cluster since I got other stuff to do underneath the dash. But she's still looking good, still lit up there. And I have not started it all winter, so I'm curious on how well this is going to go since I've had that solar panel on that engine battery. You can see everything still lights up pretty good. So let's get her started. Now, if any of you are wondering why I have a cage around my muffler, it's large enough as to keep the squirrels and chipmunks out. Different if I'm using it, but parked, I wanted to keep the animals out of it. All right, let's see if she'll start. A little rough for a second, but it's running good now. Probably do need to actually siphon out that gas. It's quite a few years old now. Though she's still running on it pretty good. All right, so let her warm up a little bit. And I'm gonna get these front jacks down so then I have enough room in the ass end to use the back jacks so I could get that back tire off. So see you in a sec. So I ran into a snag. I'm still not high enough for this back jack to come down. All right, guys. So I have it moved forward on the rocks now. You can see where she was sitting at, and actually you could look, she's dented the asphalt. That's a lot worse over there. Yes, there's leaves and everything, but it makes a nice little divot right where that tire was at. So she's jacked up. I got it propped up. So now I'm ready to start pulling her apart. Now, one thing I noticed, if you look here, So see the nub there? See the indent there? That nub is underneath there. So when I had these tires put on, because I've never taken these off, they installed it incorrectly. So it might be about time to replace these. And I'm gonna have to find my rivet gun, fix that one. So that's what it should have looked like. But I like this style a lot because the lug nuts hold this piece on. So I think I'll be changing those out. See, look what just crawled out from underneath the RV. All right, guys, so I have to excuse the road noise there in the background. Tire is refilled and they found no leaks. But what I wanted to show you here, better view, I cleaned out this pit. See the divots that the RV's putting in the asphalt. But no, as I was jacking her up, I had two snakes crawl out, one up by the engine, one back here by the exhaust. So they're out looking for mice. So that they're black snakes, which are good snakes for the area. And not only are they going to go after mice and everything, but they also eat poisonous snakes. All right, guys, so again, excuse the noise from the road, but what I need to do is all this along here to really help keep the mice and snakes from getting in the RV. I probably need to get those cut down. The idea was to get this AC fixed. It's like 95 degrees today again, which is nice, but they are now calling for thunderstorms here within the next hour. So I'm gonna get this tire thrown on real quick. I guess go from there. So I'm probably gonna have to wait until tomorrow when they're calling for clear skies again. But they're calling for thunderstorms all night tonight. So not gonna be getting up on the roof for that. So let me get this tire thrown on and I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, so I got the RV pulled back some here, and let me show you here. So one thing I noticed, got a little puddle there of the power steering pump, so it started overfilling, which means there's air getting in it again. I've already replaced the pumps, which means there's a line somewhere bad, or a fitting connection bad. But I put down some paver blocks with some paver base underneath there, so hopefully it'll be easier to level out the RV. So now it's just getting her pulled back forward. All right, guys, so sorry for the short video. I had not been feeling very well. The doctor put me on some meds, which caused issues, which then she gave me more meds, and then on top of that, some more meds to counter those meds, and I'm done with it. So, been off of them for a couple weeks, got a different doctor, and doesn't even see why I needed to be on any of them. So, yeah, what can I say? Some doctors want to help you, others are just out for the money. With that issue being dealt with and I'm feeling better, I need to start getting out here and getting things worked on. I'm falling behind again. But I do have all the parts to fix the ACs, the generator, and then moving this, I found some issues with the air getting into the lines. I don't know if it's one of the lines are bad, one of the seals, the power boost, something's leaking. And I have a feeling it's the power boost because I've had issues with it before. On top of that is the emergency brake did not want to clamp down like it should. So, just more stuff. So I need to get that adjusted. But for now, just so I can get this posted, I'm going to end this video here, and I will see you guys in the next one. And we'll start with the next project. So I will see you then.